would be the target to use this kind of solutions, since we're talking about automation. So people might expect that, oh no, you need to to have some knowledge on scripting, on coding, and so on. And I would argue that maybe not. Yeah. How do you see this? How do you address this issue? I would say. Yeah?
Sure. Look, you have to think of it like this. When you have a no-code platform, that's the type of platform that you could that's kind of like how you label these types of technologies.
Mm-hmm.
You have others in non-security areas like Zapier and the like, but they work for they're geared to different areas of the business. So with no-code technology, first of all, it's important to understand that you still have all the ability within Blink to write Python scripts and get really, really deep down technical if there are things that we don't have within, right?
Mm-hmm.
We like to say no code, but low code if you want to, and code if you really, really need to. So you can do all that within the platform. But getting to your question, so if you are an advanced coder like yourself, and you know how to build this stuff, you're going to get advantages in the form of, well, it's no longer scripts that you have to come back to after 6 months and dive into and understand exactly and make the tweaks that you need to. It's pre-coded steps, drag and drop. It's really simple and easy to understand. Also, it's really simple and easy to understand for coworkers, or for, once you leave your position, somebody else that wants to come and understand what's happening. So for you, and you don't have to deal with, runtime environments, dependencies. You don't have to deal with any of that. You don't have to deal with integrations. If AWS or somebody changes something in their integration and their API, you don't have to worry about that. Blink is kind of your outsourced integration provider. We have a team, each person has a few integrations that they own, and they're responsible for making sure that they're constantly working, right? So you as a expert would, instead of being able to automate, I'm just giving an idea, one thing a month, with Blink, you'll be able to do 10 things a month, right? Or 20 things a month, or 50 things a month. So you as a pro are going to get that much more out of your time. And the person who doesn't know how to code, doesn't know how to program, we'll say the simpler user as far as programming is concerned, maybe it's just a person in the compliance team. For them, it's building a couple of automations in a year that normally they wouldn't have been able to do at all, or they'd have to wait for someone like you, Cassio, and for you to build it for them, in which case you bottleneck, et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, customer success of ours, we give lots of services to our customers. So we actually help them build stuff. But yeah, there's the experts that end up doing a tremendous amount, and the ones who are not experts, that they still get a lot of value, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to do anything, or they would have to wait for someone else to do it for them.
Okay. So this I would say it's very beneficial, because I would say it's already a challenge in the security realm, that not a lot of security people know how to code, which is already a problem, I would say, especially for AppSec engineers, that they should know to deal with vulnerabilities in the code and this kind of things. But still, automation, it's part of our lives nowadays. I would say doesn't matter more or less the departments of the company, but here or there in the finance, in the HR, in the security, there's always something that can be automated to save someone's time, or to save some money and this kind of things. And when it comes to security, I would say it's even more critical, because as I used to say here in the podcast as well, like, we as defenders, we need to know all of our problems. The attackers they just need to know one exactly. And this kind of solution or automation, I would say, they help us with this visibility as well, to cover as much as we can and to don't miss something. As you said, you need to monitor the AWS, whatever, and then they change the API. Oh, you break already. That one day that it's broken, you need to fix something, you might have an incident, you're going to miss it. And with this kind of approach, then you make sure that, okay, you will not miss it. It will be there. You will catch it. You will be alerted and so on. because this is the thing on the security. I think people sometimes they lose this sensibility that security is critical by definition. It's security. Like it's usually I say you don't go to the car and don't put the seatbelt. And sometimes people say, it's just 1 kilometer, it's just 5 minutes. But it just take 1 second for that accident happen, and you lose your life or some damage.
Most accidents happen in the last kilometer of your drive.
Exactly. There are researches about this. Exactly. And when it comes to automation, I really love to say that whatever you can do and how much you can do to save this kind of time and to make sure that we're covering everything, it's already worth a try. And Blink, as we were mentioning, and of course we already discussed offline, it's something that I really see a value on this that could benefit security teams and other areas.
E aí, gostou desse corte? Então segue, continua, que tem muito mais.